Okay. So yesterday, do you remember like what we covered? High level. So we covered here sales order creation. Correct. The second one here is booking. We stop here only. Before creating a sales order, we must have a item here. So that's called as an item creation. And then item should have a quantity. That's called as an on-hand quantity. And then item must have a price here. So that's called as an add item to the price list. So these three called as an prerequisites here. Okay, without this also we can proceed further with the sales order flow, but we need to create all this from a scratch here. Usually in the company, items will be created by someone, on-hand quantity also will be created by someone here. But here we need to create all this from scratch. So first go with the item creation here. You can go to application. Or we can go with our own user also. Like yesterday, we have created one user, right? You also go with your own user only. Okay. Let's say I forgot my password here. So password retrieval, there is one script is there here. This also you must know. Sometimes we'll forget here. Password recovery. This is a script. Usually DBS will use regularly. They will create users and they will forget frequently passwords. So to retrieve it, we can use this script. Someone has already created. Same thing, you can use it. Take all this. Door close hand. This is close hand. So I'm not changing anything except giving a username as an input here. Okay. So go to Toad here. I forgot the password here. So to retrieve my password, I'm using this. Go to Toad. Okay. Many people are still habituated with the SQL star plus. Okay. Do not use this. That is just only for EMP, DBT for initial practice. In the company, there are two tools will be there regularly. These two. Okay. One is SQL developer and it's a free version actually. And Toad is license. In Oracle related companies, Oracle related clients, they will not use this Toad because it is additional cost. Not so expensive, but still they will not invest all this. It's an Oracle inbuilt tool. It is this SQL developer. But majority of the cases we can see the Toad. Okay, I'm just using a Toad only. So here is a place. These functions, you have to check whether it's there or not. So it's there. In the last class or somewhere I compiled this. Then there is a select statement here. Okay, with this select statement, we can retrieve the username and password. So instead of sysadmin, I'm giving my user. So first of all, is that really user exists? Any other user will see. Yeah, so that user is not there actually. For operations user, the password here is welcome. You tell your own user, any other user, whoever created yesterday. Jitendra. JEET temp. Okay. So your password is this. Is that correct? Yeah. The same way we can retrieve it. Okay. The script I'll email you or it is available always in the Google. you can get it. Okay. Yeah, it is right now, whatever we are using, it is a server here. So everyone can access this. Same server, whatever we are using here, everyone is using the same server. That's why it will be available. It's the same user I created yesterday. I forgot actually. That's fine. I'll use for time being operations only. Okay. It is a case sensitive while searching. That's why I'm giving here capital letters. Welcome. So anyway, I'm logging into operations user only. Else I may need to create another user here. So we are talking about here item creation. So item must be here fresh. So you can use it into inventory module here. There are so many modules. You have to search here inventory. Go to inventory here. This is the inventory. So click on this inventory. And here is the place items and master items. This is the navigation to create any new items. Usually in the organization, end users will be there. Their duty is to create an items regularly. Okay. Open this. And there are your company, whatever. This is an operating unit actually, Vision Operations. Vision Operations will have so many warehouses, so many branches. These are all, see, one is in Argentina, other one is China, like that. These are all company branches, warehouses. So in which warehouse you are creating an item, that is called as a master item here. I am using here is in V1. In all our examples, we have taken V1. That's why I'm preferring this V1 here. Click on this. And here is the place item you have to create. So item, you can give a number or character, whatever it is. Let's say I'm giving here 8899. Okay, this is laptop. All the specification, Dell i7 processor. Okay, and then HDD like this. So I'm creating item over here in this master item form. It is navigation is here. Here is the place items. Okay, items and master items. The moment you create items, it will go and save into a particular table. That is this MTL system items. Okay, we should not use this FVL. FVL means it is a flex field value. It is. So this is a flex field, flexible. Right now it is showing single here. In some companies, we can have multiple segments also. Okay. Right now it is a single segment. It is. You take this first table name, copy, go to Toad. You need to describe this. So by using a F4 keyword here, these are all called as a Toad shortcuts. Okay, Toad shortcuts also will have a file here. I'm giving here only Toad shortcuts. I'm using a function here that is F4 to describe any database object. If you wanted to know how many database objects are there, you can go somewhere here. Okay. You can check. These are all the database objects. You can read once, like at least. Say table is a database object, synonym, and then queue, job, DB link. These are all called as a database object. So any database object, we can easily describe this by using a F4 keyword. Okay. So right now it's a view. It is F4 I'm using. You can see it's a view. Correct. Now we need to identify the table behind this. Go to script here. You can minimize this if you want. See, create or replace, force view. It's already there. Okay, we need to simply take a table behind this. Just go down here. So here is the place. If you notice, there are various table extensions here. See, this is B. At the end, we can see. And here TL, translatable language. And here also one there, flex value. These are various table extensions. Okay. So right now I'm taking here the final table, that is B. B for base table. If you are working for a multi-language, right now we are working for a US language, English language. If you are working for Chinese, Japanese, or non-English, then definitely we need to use this TL table only, translatable language. Right now I am using this particular table. If you create any item, every item will be there in this particular table only. So how it will be created here is through this particular form only. Go to Toad. I'm minimizing this. If I want to come back, I can come. And these are all primary keys here. Inventory item ID, organization ID. These are all primary keys of a table. Like this. Your item number is always stored into, there are 30 segments are there. We go here, segments. Or there is a single record view like this. Your item number, wherever it is there, that is a segment one. Okay, just check. There are so many columns, more than 150, 170 columns are there. Do you see item here? Your number is there, right? Item number 8888. I missed somewhere again. We have, anyway, I'll type it directly. Okay. There is a column name here, segment one. Or we can use here segment one is equivalent to your item number. Your item number is 8899. So this is your record. Okay. In this record, you can see like who has created this, who has created, when it was created, and when we logged in, all the information we can see. These are all called as a who columns. So we can say who columns. So for every table, to maintain the history, tomorrow someone will modify this. We need to track it. So for tracking, who columns are introduced. In every table, we can see all this. One is creation date. This one. Another one is here. Last updated date. Then last updated by. Created by. They have given a user ID, but we can derive based on the user append user table. These are all the tables. These are all the who columns. Okay. When it was created, this particular record, and who has updated this, and when it was updated. These are all we can see in this. Last updated by, last updated date. One more is creation date is missed. It's there already, right? So if you check another table, for example, here, OE order header sol. Yesterday we have seen this, correct? Then F4. So here also we can see the two columns. These are all the primary standards we need to follow like creation date. You can check. Can you see here? Creation date created by. Then what else? Creation date created by is over. Next, last updated by. Can check here. Last updated by. Last updated date, and one more is this is missed here. Correct. Last. If you double click on this, it will be automatically copied. See. So did you observe here? So this is the way. So these are all called as a who columns. If you are creating a new table, you need to maintain all these who columns for tracking of the record. Clear? Now, anyway, so what we discussed here, item creation, correct? The created item we can see into one particular table. The table here is MTL system items B. If item is created in non-English, instead of items B, what you have to do? TL, translatable language. T means translatable, L for language. Right now I'm just using B. And who columns also I shown you. And there are two columns here. Inventory item ID, other one is organization ID. These two are the primary keys. If you wanted to clarify whether it is really right or not, then definitely you need to depend on this. Yesterday also we have seen, right? That's yes, ETRM dot live. You no need to sign up with your personal account or directly it will open. Which version I need to choose? 12. This is the current running, but many projects are still with 12.1. Okay, it's not so easy going with this newer version straight away. A lot of data will be there. Tell me what I need to do here. So we need to go with the FND, means foundation. It is foundation data dictionary. Click on this. There are a lot many modules. Do you remember how many modules we have? These are all the modules. More than 282 modules are there in Oracle applications. But regularly we'll work with hardly below 20 modules. Now I'm going with the module that is inventory. Some modules they have disabled that, like obsoleted. And this is different here. This is the inventory. These are all the module shortcuts, short names, inventory. Okay. Short form of your inventory module. Click on this. In inventory module, like MTL system NSB, there are 284 tables are there, but hardly will use few. Okay. Now click on this. Your table name, it's already available here. MTL material system. So can you see? There are various table extensions here. You can easily identify. This is GT, global temporary tables. B for base. And these are all the temporary tables. If you are interfacing other modules data or other systems data, interface table also there here. So we should know like the various table extensions. Definitely will use all this. So right now, your table is this one. Click on this. The primary key they have clearly mentioned here. Correct? Inventory item ID. Another one is organize. You have to remember all this. While working, these are all definitely helpful here. Now click on this again. You can read till here. Okay, just read 1 or 2 times. Got the idea, right? Item information, we can specify the cost and when we can receive, to where we'll receive, and its attributes. Physical attributes means its height, weight, Those are all attributes. So all we can enable here only. See, go to, these are all we are talking about physical attributes. See, in which container the item it is right now, in which vehicle it is going, what is the unit of measurement, correct? Unit of measurement means how we measure. We measure in boxes or liters, kgs, kilometers, meters. These are all called as a EOM. So for item, what we can do here, you check, you can specify the item related information like physical attributes, invoicing, and all the information we can see, we can enable here only. There are various tabs here, see, invoicing, under which account it must be invoiced, and then receiving, when are you going to receive, like late, early, these are all days early, the complete information, but we are not going to use all this, okay? Whenever it is, but definitely based on the module, based on the need, based on the company, all the functions are helpful already. Right now, simply I created item and then description. Save. If you want to sell this item, then definitely you need to go to order management, and these checkboxes we have to enable: customer order and shippable. If you don't enable this, we'll not be able to deliver goods to the customer. So these are all called as attributes, item attributes. We can control your items, their properties and their functionalities, their significance, everything we can control. Save. That's all about the item creation. I told you how to create an item, what is a table, what is the primary keys. Now for that item, we have to create on-hand quantity. So before that, instead of enabling manually, sometimes we may miss this checkbox. So to avoid it, what we can do, there are ready-made templates are there. So go to copy from. Some templates are there. Here is finished goods template. The moment you click on apply, it will enable the necessary attributes. Click on done. See, everything is enabled by the template. So we can inherit the properties of template to your n number of items. So we can use template for n number of items here. Click on this. Now if you go to purchasing tab, so I have not enabled manually, but your system only enabled all this necessary attributes. So that is really useful. Copy from templates. If you want to define your own template also, you can define. Go to, usually functional people will define. Go to setup, items. So this setup portion is not yours. Setup portion will be handled by functional consultant, your teammate. Okay, they will interact with the client. They only will take a requirement. They only will set up everything. Go to templates. So here is the place they will define a new template. If you wanted to know already defined templates, Control F11. See, these are all the templates. And they have enabled whatever you wanted, they can enable. See, some fields only they have enabled here and some not enabled. So this enabling, disabling, whether it is a master level or organization level, all under their control only. Forget about template now. I just showed you the navigation here. Now go to again items. Master items. I'm creating new item again. Okay, that is 5566. Let's say if someone has used this. Save. So after creating item, what you need to do? If you go to purchasing tab, it is not enabled. And if you go to order management, it's not enabled. So to inherit all this, as I told you just before, you have to go to tools. The next is copy from. There are n number of templates in this. n number of templates. So based on the need, based on the flow, you need to go. But right now I'm using finished goods item. Means your manufacturing is finished, assembly is finished. That's a laptop is finished good only. Okay, apply, then done. It all enabled automatically. That is the advantage of the template here. Okay. Now, table behind this series, I went to record history. You can see MTL system item to FVL. Copy the entire. Go to Toad here. After going it, we need to describe this. How to describe? F4. And we need to go to script here. Then straight away go to the table here. This is the table. MTL system items B. Again, I'm pressing F4. Go to script here. Here is the place. You need to get a table as a description. See, can you see here? On this table, they created a view. On this view, they created another view. So people can create a view based on a view or based on a table also. One time, if you know for item MTL system has B, then you no need to go here, describe, these are all not required. Straight away, these are all first time, that's why I'm showing all this. Okay. Now, this is the table behind that. And once you execute, you change the item simply. This is another record. If you wanted to see the number and description, your item description, you can see like this. Okay. Item creation is over now. Next is on hand quantity. This item must have a stock, otherwise it will become a back order. So first we'll see a back order, then we'll come back and we'll create on hand quantity. Is that okay? Now I'm going to order management. Your order returns sales orders, customer name, any customer. Instead of creating a new customer, you take an existing customer here. Okay, go to line items, then your order item, press tab, then let's say 40. This is where another problem is there here. See, UAM, it's not populating. And if you select UAM also, for example, we don't know. As we don't know UAM, I may select anything randomly, right? I am selecting a bag. So this type of error you will get. Okay. What it is saying here, could not find a price list in ordered UAM. BZ means bag and primary UAM of this item. So this item does not have an UAM. The reason behind this is I'm clearing this record. See, to clear this record, there is a menu option here, clear record. Go to order information, others tab. Item is not available in M1. So in which warehouse we created item? V1, correct? So definitely we need to either we need to create in M1 or we have to give access to the M1. So that step is also required here. I'm closing this. So instead of switching to inventory again, here only inventory related responsibilities are there. See, no need to go to inventory again. Go to inventory. Same functions they have given here. Master items. So where I need to go? V1. Then F11, enter your item. Then what I supposed to do here? Control F11. You need to assign that. There is organization assignment. Okay, organization assignment. Here is the place. The warehouse we are taking here is M1, correct? For M1, we are giving access. M1 people also can use this item. Select. Click on save. Now go back to your sales order again. So you can avoid switching, guys. It's a good option. Sales order. Line items. The moment you press tab, it has to populate UAM. If it is not populating UAM, means you have done a mistake. You have not given an organization assignment. So do you remember? See, each I have not given. EA means each. Each laptop is this much. 30, 40 quantity. It has given automatically. All. Organization assignment is important. After while creating item, two things are mandatory. What is that? One is copy from template, and one more is write. That's an organization assignment. These two options definitely you need to do. Otherwise, you will end up with the error only. Go here, save. Once you create a sales order, you will see a status here, entered. Or the header level is also, it is entered on. The moment you book it, this is the error you will get because we don't have a quantity. See, on hand quantity we have not created at all. That is the reason why it is giving an error. Error is quantity on hand fails. You don't have a stock at all. Simply you created item, but you don't have a stock. Okay, but still it will allow you to book it. It is just giving a notification. Save. It has changed to booked here. At line items, you can see there is another status, that is this one, awaiting shipping here. Earlier, what was the status? Entered, right? Now it is awaiting shipping. Okay. Now if you go to actions here, there is additional line information, deliveries tab. So there is a ready to release. Correct? Your item is ready to release. Even though we don't have a stock, but it is saying it is ready to release. Still, if you proceed further, then it will become a back order. The next step here is pick release. Two steps over, order entry and order booking. Next step is pick release. Go to shipping, release sales orders, and then release sales orders. This is the navigation. Click on this. You can choose based on only standard. And order number. Your inventory, right now your stock is available. We are assuming, but it is not having, okay? Then if you include here yes, it will give you a packing instructions like from address to address. If you see any courier on top of it, whatever the specifications like from where it is came and what is the weight, quantity, everything we can see into packing instructions. Click on execute now. And okay, you see a couple of concurrent programs submitted here. These are all the programs. If you click on view output, if you see no data found means that is because of stock issue only. Right now we don't have any items quantity. That's why it is showing here no data found here. And you go back again to the sales order, order returns and sales order. You query with the sales order. Go to line items. You need to go to actions here. After that, additional line information. And there is a deliveries tab. This is the back order. Okay, back order means if you don't have a sufficient quantity available, it will become a back order. Okay. In the backend also we can see this backend. So how to identify the table behind this form? You need to go to help record history, right? But it is not showing here. If it is not showing, then there is another method also there to identify the table. Examine system last query. While developing this particular form, what was the last modified in this last query? It is latest query, we can say. Tab, you can see. The view here is this one. Okay, view is made on multiple tables. We have to identify multiple tables right now. So copy this view. Your work will be on tables, mostly tables, primary key, joins and all. Now only I'm telling all this. Okay, not at the last. Go here. There are 3 tables in this. These tables. These 3 tables will use for delivery information. Picking, shipping, all the information we can see in this only. Okay. And primary key is also mentioned here only. Delivery detail ID, delivery ID, all we can see. And the status here is release status column. Released status. Okay, so I'll copy, or if you remember that well and good. We'll use delivery details. WSS means it's a warehouse. So we have to use WSS delivery details table right now. And the column name is what it is, released status. Okay. So what we are doing right now, we are identifying the back ordered status from backend. Backend means your tables. Okay. So first we need to identify the sales order. Now sales order details. Okay. OE order. That's all. Where order number is equivalent to your order number 70438, right? 70438. What we are verifying here is we are using header ID as a primary key, header ID and column name. Yesterday we have seen this, that's why I'm not explaining again. Flow status code is booked. And this is the join to another lines table, correct? Or directly we can use this WSH delivery details, correct? Where column name here is source header ID is equivalent to your header ID. Header ID is this. Enter. Do you remember the column name? Which column we need to verify? That is released status. That's it. B for B stands for what it is? Yes. No, that is in inventory, but this is for, if you just go again, this one, back order. What is the reason for back order? Yes, insufficient stock. Okay, now go here, create a on-hand quantity. So first we got error, then we are rectifying. Okay, now to create a on-hand quantity, you need to go to navigation here, inventory, transactions, miscellaneous. There are various other transactions. Whenever we talk about inventory module, then we'll discuss all those. But right now we have to use miscellaneous transaction. So right now, this is where many people will do mistake. So where are you creating right now? No, it's wrong, right? So the stock must be available in M1, correct? So definitely we need to do a change organization. Just check somewhere, you can see change organization. This one, okay? Change organization, select M1. Okay, it will not show up anything here. Now go back again. Miscellaneous transaction, click on this. You have to be careful while entering, whether it is a M1, B1. Many people will stuck here, I have seen. Okay, now miscellaneous. Receipt means we are entering here. Issue means we'll give back. So that will be a negative quantity. Right now, receipt. Transaction lines. Your item. Item I forgot. 55, 66, 88. Okay. And sub inventory, there are so many sub inventories. If you see one warehouse physically, for return goods, one room, for damaged goods, one room, like that it is. Here also same. See, for customer returns, one room is there. One option that's called as a sub inventory. Or any hazardous material, that's for another, like that it is. Right now I'm selecting stores. Stores is one sub inventory. Quantity, anything, choice is yours. Let's say I'm entering 500 quantity. So there are so many account aliases here. What you need to do, I'm just pressing M here, tab. It will take automatically. If you wanted to know the description of everything, one is for your operations company and its maintenance department. There is a miscellaneous account. The descriptions automatically derived here. If I choose some other value, let's say it is derived, it will give you meanings. That end users will take it, don't worry. This is a miscellaneous account. Click on OK, save. This created on hand quantity, we can see into this navigation. On hand availability, on hand quantity. So here is the place your item 556688. Okay, click on find. It will give you the stock, how much you created. If you keep adding some more stock, it will get added over here. Let's say I would like to add 300 more quantity. You tell me where to add. You need to go to inventory, transactions, miscellaneous transaction. After that, miscellaneous receipt here, your item, stores. The quantity here is 300. After that, miscellaneous, save, and you go and verify again. Okay, inventory. Then after that, on hand availability, on hand quantity. So here is a place you can see here. 800. So it will be added over here. Okay. Now, if you use some quantity, you will not see that back order at all. Go back to your sales order. Okay. Before going, we'll see the table name. Okay. The table name is MTL on hand quantities. MTL on hand quantity. MTL means materials. Where what is the primary key of your item table? Here. Two primary keys I said. What are they? Inventory item ID. Other one is organization ID. I'm selecting here. Simply double click. It's copied. And one more is right organization ID. So this is the inventory item ID. Take this inventory item ID, the value where the join is also same, that is inventory item ID. The join between MTL system items B, MTL on hand quantities, what it is? Inventory item ID. We need to, there are two entries we only created, one time 500, other time 300, can you see? So while retrieving what you need to do, you need to use a function here, that is sum of column, this column. But you see it on there. Okay. And put alias name. This is the way we can derive. Instead of firing two individual statements, we have to combine it. So how to combine? Here only, you take this table name, keep it over here. Here is the place. Alias name we can give like this. MOQ, see? Here is the place. This is the first letter. Then after underscore, whatever is appearing. Then after underscore. MOQ. Like that I have gave. And here also same. First M, then next S, and after that MSI. So two tables I have used here. Now join condition is MSI dot primary key of your item table, that is inventory. Right, inventory item ID. MOQ dot inventory item ID. This is how we can get it. So why these many records here? Because one more join is missed. What is that join? Other join. So we have two primary keys, right? What is the other join? Right, organization ID. Correct. So earlier, if you don't use this join, then cross product will arise. This is called as a cross product. Correct. Exact join is required. If you are getting duplicates, repetitive values, that means you have missed somewhere a join. Now it's properly giving. Okay. And once you prepare a query, we have to format this. For formatting, there is another shortcut. See, shortcuts, as of now, we discussed only F4 and control enter only. Correct. Control enter is to execute select statement, right? Right now, shift control F. That's for format. Formatting, that means it will align properly. Shift control F. So it is aligned properly. Correct. Formatting is really required for any programming language. So we have to use this. Okay. So on hand quantity also we created. If we don't have an on hand quantity, what will be a problem? Yeah. Back order. Back order in which table you can see? The table name here is this one. WSS derivative details. Column name, release pin to pin you have to learn. There is no other choice. Okay. Release status will give you the status as B. There are other statuses, we'll see that. Okay. But right now only back order. And this is the table here. So till now, how many tables we covered? Yesterday's class and today's class. Here, item table, MTL system items B. Any other? Correct. FND, that is for users and responsibilities and all. And on-hand quantity, MTL on-hand quantities. For sales order, 2 tables. What are they? OE order headers all, OE order lines all. For booking also same. For pick release level, there are other tables we have seen. So these are all the steps in O2C. Okay. 3 tables we have seen. WSH, delivery details, new delivery assignments. And one more is WSH, new deliveries. So shall I show you one more time where I have seen these tables? Okay. These tables, again, we can check. Go to our sales order. F11. I forgot our sales order. 70438. Go to line items. Then go to actions here. After that, additional line information. The next is deliveries. And go to help and record history. It will not give. Then we have other alternative approach, that is diagnostics and examine. Then system last query. So in this last query, you will have a under a from class. It is a select statement simply, nothing else. Under a from class, you can see this view. Take this view, go to Toad. Then you need to describe F4 for describing script here. Then go to, these are all the tables. That's it. And primary keys and all, if you want, you can check here some more. Okay. Guys, I'm thinking to stop the session. Like, do you have any queries online? Vinay, do you have any queries? Can you speak out? Any queries guys here?
Sir, we need to remember the all table name, surely.
Yeah, while practicing, like you can easily remember. So no need to by heart actually. See, if you go here, so as of now, what we did, like we created item. Okay. So for item, one table is there here. For item, one table. For on-hand quantity, one table. For sales order booking, these are all entry and booking, only 2 tables. And for pick release, 3 tables. For shipping, also same tables we'll use. Like that. Okay, hardly in each cycle, 10-15 tables more than enough. If you practice 2-3 times, then definitely you can remember. No need to by heart specially. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank
what are
you.
these pre-preparations we have to do for the ORACLE applications?
Sorry.
Because as this is a pre-preparations for this ORACLE applications. Because as this is a second class.
Okay.
So without knowing the backgrounds of this ORACLE application, it's difficult for us to understand what exactly you're going to do.
Correct. Yeah. So actually, we have another class at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Here, majority of the people knows about SQL. And
Okay.
everything. So that is the reason why I've arranged another trainer actually. So
Okay.
you can
Mr. Gangadhar.
yeah, you can listen at 11 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
We teach you all the SQL. Like
Okay, if we know the SQL basic things, and we can, it's easy for us to know about the ORACLE applications.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Just hardly
Thank
2-3 days. 2-3 days fundamentals enough. Here,
Okay.
majority of the people knows about all this SQL.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other queries, guys?
No, sir. It's fine.
Shall I end the session or do you have any doubts? Okay. Thank you.